How's it going, guys? SYGTECH is here. Super excited for today's video because it's been like 2 weeks with the Action 6 that I have here. If my camera will focus, yeah, it's focusing apparently. So the Action 6, we had this camera for nearly 2 weeks, and also I bought the Action 5 Pro. So this is my 2 weeks kind of like a mini review camera because it's been some up and downs with this camera, and also there's some people who actually they're a little bit disappointed, and some people actually they're not happy with this camera. But actually it's been great for the past couple of 2 weeks with me. I know I did a couple of comparison with the Action 5 Pro, which I have here. I do like the Action 5 Pro. We'll talk about some of the things that I discovered, and just we'll talk about and give you my thoughts about the new Action 6, because you probably planning to get this camera. It's Black Friday already. I think today's 28th, so I'm gonna try to post this video maybe tomorrow or even tonight. And probably you thinking, should you buy the Action 5 Pro or the Action 6 or the Insta360, Ace Pro 2, Go Ultra, GoPro Black Hero? I mean, still it's a great camera, especially now with the Black Friday sales. Yeah, there's a lot of deals going on. But my thoughts for the past 2 weeks are positive, except a few minor things. And let's talk about, I'm not gonna talk about the features and stuff, but I'm gonna point some cool features that just worked pretty well in my case, in my scenarios, in my life to life content creation, person who makes video for YouTube. The built-in storage is just amazing. I know that Action 5 Pro has the same 47 gigabytes, but with the Action 6 now we have 50 gigabytes of internal storage, which in my opinion doesn't sound a lot, but actually, yeah, pretty cool. Since I bought both cameras, I didn't install any SD cards. I used the built-in storage. So roughly you have around 1 hour and 15-20 minutes of recording with the 50 gigabytes, and similar, pretty much the same with the Action 5 Pro as well. So you don't need a memory card, you just use the built-in storage. Again, depends for how long you're gonna make videos. If you do like short internals, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, couple of minutes there, the built-in storage is great. And yes, I think the hotspot is gonna be, if they decide to increase it, the hotspot is gonna be like 80 gigabytes. 80 gigabytes of internal storage, I think, is the hotspot. It's perfect. You don't need a SD card. Something pretty cool is the form factor, the sizes of the two cameras, because I bought the Action 6 first. When I did the unboxing, I really thought in the beginning that this camera is gonna be big, it's gonna be massive, but if you put them side by side, again, you'll see that they're quite big, but they're not like chunky. And if they keep the same form factor, the same size on the Action 6 for the next year, for the Action 7 or 7 Pro, I think this is the hotspot. Perfect size. It's not very big, but in the same time, it's not very small as well. Because now, because I have the both cameras, the Action 5 Pro feels small in my hands for some reason. I don't know if you're thinking the same thing, but I think the Action 6 is the perfect size. If for some reason they make this camera a little bit more bigger, again, it's going to be a little bit awkward, and it's going to be a little bit very uncomfortable in a way, because obviously when you add all the accessories, cages, stuff, and if you decide to use the camera on your head, on your chest, and it's gonna get even heavier and bigger. So I think this is the perfect size in my opinion. Now, something else which is pretty cool as well is the fast charging. This camera, it's pretty cool charging. in a way that charges very quickly. It charges faster than the Action 5 Pro, which is not a bad thing. And the standby time, it's much better than the Action 5 Pro. So I think there's some improvements here. And also something I want to talk about is that the side doors, so you have to pull down. No, my mistake. You have to push to the right and then up to open the battery. In the beginning it was a little bit awkward to get it right, but after you open the side doors for the battery for a couple of times, you get used to it. The same with the USB port. So you push right and down and you do that. I mean, it's still, you have to get used to it, but I think it's good. And it's much better than the way that the Action 5 Pro, because some people complaining that this is a little bit fiddly. And oh, actually you have to push up, my bad. So with the Action 5 Pro, you press and you push up, which in some cases this is not very good. Some people said that this can open. I didn't have any issues because this camera is still new. And the same with the Type-C port on the side. So I think the Action 6, it's better in a way, it's more secure because you have to do two movements. You have to slide down, slide right and push down. With the Action 5 Pro, you have to just press and push. Yeah, so still two movements, but I don't know, it feels more safe on the Action 6. And I did a couple of videos already, and some people commented in my previous video that I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with this camera. I'm gonna post the video in the descriptions down below. I did like 3 or 4 videos already with this camera side by side with the Action 5 Pro, and the Action 6 always is darker in the comparison videos with the Action 5 Pro. So the Action 5 Pro is much brighter, but there's a lot of grain and there's a lot of noise on the Action 5 Pro. From the Action 6 point, it's darker, but it's much clearer. There's no noise, there's no grain. But the only settings that I'm using on both these two cameras, they're identical. D-Lock M with everything is on 0, everything is on 0 like I mentioned, and still this looks very dark. But I'm gonna do a separate video, which is gonna be soon. I'm gonna try to use these two cameras in a normal profile mode, so both on normal color, 10-bit color. So we'll see how it's gonna be the footage. And yeah, so far I like this camera. I know there's a lot of controversy. There's a little bit of hate about this camera. I am a little bit disappointed as well, but this is gonna be a separate video. I'm gonna make a separate video, and I think why people don't like this camera at the moment. If they change with some firmware updates, we'll see if this is gonna happen, because there's a lot of potential this camera can get even better with firmware update, which in my opinion this is ridiculous. Usually they should add all the features and stuff, but again, this is a different topic with all the firmware updates, which companies they push. They don't release the camera with all the features, and then every couple of weeks and months they release new software with a software update with a new feature, which again, this is going to be a separate topic. But so far it's been good. I'm going to do separate videos. Also, I'm planning to do a low light video a little bit longer. I did a test for a couple of minutes, like a minute and 30 seconds low light test with both cameras. But so far I do like the camera. Like I mentioned, I needed 2 cameras. I know there's so many different cameras on the market you can choose, like Insta360, GoPro, you know, but I was so hyped when I discovered that this camera will be released after 2 months. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I know some people are complaining. I'm complaining as well. I'm gonna be honest. Well, not complaining, just a little bit disappointed. But yeah, it's been great camera. So let me know your thoughts, guys. What do you think about the new Action 6? I had this camera for 2 weeks ish, and it's been great. It's been great. Action 5 is good as well, so don't be disappointed. You can wait maybe a little bit to decide, but after exactly 2 weeks, I'm planning to do my full review about this camera, because I want to use it at least a month to give you my full opinion, guys, because again, I'm not sponsored by DJI. I purchased these 2 cameras by myself, so I decided to use it for a month at least and just give you my opinion. So let me know what you think about the Action 6 and the Action 5, even Action 4. It's holiday seasons. It's Black Friday. Cyber Monday is gonna be next Monday, this Monday. So there will be a lot of cool stuff and deals. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. And if you have any questions about these 2 cameras, leave a comment. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. And yeah, let me know what you think.